Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, One Degree, where me and my brother Reedy want to move the consciousness of humanity 1 degree so that we can make this world into a better place, that we all can have peace, love, harmony. I am Akashic, the Ancient of Days. And if you've been following us, we have been doing a series on this incredible book called The Kabbalion. If you haven't read it, suggest you read it. We are currently on the fifth law, and this is the law of rhythm this week. So we about to dive in this soon, but what's up, brother? Talk to me.
Trying to stay warm here in Ohio, man. It's still winter. I think it's spring Friday, right?
it
Start of spring
is,
Friday.
ain't it?
It is supposed to warm up here though by the weekend. I think it's supposed to be in the upper 60s maybe
Mm.
Friday. So,
It was cold here last night. I mean, it was 48. I know to you Ohioans, that's still relatively warm, but for Floridians, that's
that's
cold,
cold.
bro.
That's cold. I'll be in Florida next week. It better not be 48 while I'm there.
Right. That's the
I'm not,
one
I
thing, a
know.
beautiful thing about the sun being so close is that we may have one bad day, but unlike
Yeah.
Ohio, we don't have a
Oh,
whole week.
I know it's going to be nice when I get there. I'm not even worried about it. Trust
Right.
the universe to take care of me.
It always does, always
Yeah,
will.
it does. Everything always works out.
So we are on the fifth law of the Kabbalion, going through explaining what it really means, how it relates to your life, and how you can use it to make your life a better. And this fifth law is the law of rhythm. And it reads as everything flows out and in, everything has its tides, all things rise and fall, the pendulum swings, uh, the pendulum swings manifest in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is a measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. This is the law of balance, my brother. So talk to
Yes.
me. Give me your thoughts on it.
Yeah, this one really goes well with the last one, the polarity, because it's kind of those ends of the poles that you're flowing from and back and forth, swinging back and forth on. Um, it's it's in everything, everything has cycles, everything comes in waves. It's swinging back and forth like the pendulum, like you said. Even the seasons, you know, spring is birth, summer is maturity, and then fall is harvest, and then winter's rest for the seasons. And that's true for us. We have times of high energy and high emotions, and then we're going to swing back the other way. And it's figuring out how to not get overtaken by that, and not letting it throw you, affect your peace, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can never, like, nothing ever stays at a high
Mm-mm.
and nothing ever stays at a low. Even like nations, it
Yeah.
was the Egyptian empire and they were at the height of their civilization and then they fell. And the Babylonians and the Persians and the Romans and the Greeks and the Athenians and even Europe. And now it's us as the Americans. I personally think we're kind of on our downswing,
Yeah.
but every nation rises and falls. And
Hmm.
so no matter what, we are all subject to it. However, the good thing about this law is that you can slightly circumvent it. You still will experience it, but you can slightly circumvent it with the knowledge of the previous two laws. If you understand how vibration works and you understand how polarity works, you can circumvent the suffering that rhythm does. Because with rhythm comes suffering. Because when you go to those lows, suffering occurs. And when you go to those highs, then you have that joy. Well, you can circumvent suffering by detachment.
Hmm.
And we've been talking about detachment, as in not placing importance, not realizing that reality is an illusion only your perception of it is what makes it an illusion. So if you understand vibration and polarity, and you know that when you are in a low state of vibration, you can raise yourself to a high state of vibration. The incident will occur, but your perception and your suffering will not. So if you lose a loved one, or if you somebody breaks up with you, that will occur, but because you can separate your emotions from it, your suffering will not. If your job falls away, that's real. That will occur, but you don't have to suffer.
Right.
That's the beautiful thing about this law, is that it can be bent. You can't break it. You're going to
Yeah.
go through your highs and your lows, but with this understanding, you can circumvent it. It doesn't have to. You don't have to be punished by it.
The suffering is from resisting it instead
Yes.
of just riding through it. Yeah. And the same when you're at your highs. If you attach too much to those highs, and they're not going to last, you got to stay grounded and know that, hey, take it, take advantage of your highs. You know what I mean? If you're at higher energy, do high energy stuff. You know what I mean? And know that a low is coming. So give yourself that rest afterwards. Know that that's coming up. You're going to need this rest and plan for that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's definitely attachment or detachment is the biggest thing, is not getting too caught up in it. You know what I mean? Okay, this is happening. I know it's happening, but I'm not affected by it because I know I can control my alignment, my peace, go to breath work, go to meditation, get still and find your calm, find your peace, even through the storm. And we're not the storm, we're not the sunshine, we're the sky that's watching all of it. We just see it. We got to separate ourselves from it, and that's how you get through it.
Yeah. And like you
Attachment.
said, like,
Would you?
I love your analogy just now. We are the sky, and clouds go past the sky, but the sky is unblemished by the clouds. So clouds are going to come, problems are going to come,
Hmm.
but we don't have to suffer from it, because now that we're understanding these laws and how the universe works, now we're understanding how to play the game of life. And once you understand this, you can win. You
Yeah.
don't have to go through all the rhythm is happening to people, and they don't know it. I hear people all the time saying, "Man, the universe hates me. Oh God, why does this happen to me? I hate this," and blah blah blah, and just very very negative. But they don't understand the game. They don't
Yeah.
understand that this has to happen, but you don't have to suffer. So this is what's important about this, and what the reason why we're giving it to these people is that we don't want you to suffer. We want you
No.
to learn the rules of the game so that you can live a wonderful, beautiful life, and we can all move 1 degree.
1 degree. Yeah. Yeah. And it's about, you're the observer. You're not, like you said, the sky, or like I said, the sky. You don't have to. The harder it swings right, the positive, the harder it's going to swing left. And if you're fighting it, it's going to swing really hard. If you're getting negative and all the universe is against me, it hates me, like you said there. If you let it beat you up like that, hey, you're probably going to have really high highs. The higher that high is, the more you attach yourself to that, like, oh, I'm top of the world now and just nothing can touch me. That's going to swing back just as hard the other way. You know what I mean? And if you're negative like that, you're probably going to be stuck over here for a while. It's probably going to be a pretty
Mhm.
high swing. You know what I mean? And eventually it's going to swing back because that's how it works. But you gotta slow that down. You gotta keep it, stay aligned, stay centered.
Yeah.
Like you
I
said, stay
always
at
like the
peace.
example that I had mentioned in a couple of videos now, of Dr. Joe Dispenza's friend, when
Hmm.
he lost his $5 million. And he came and sat down at lunch, and Dr. Joseph Spencer was like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh man, I just lost $5 million, man. Pass me the ketchup." It didn't bother him. He
Yeah,
knew that he was separate from that. He didn't let that pendulum swing affect him one bit. He
yeah,
came and had lunch. He's like, "Pass me the ketchup." He's like, I understand how this works. This, just because I lost that money, that's just a thing. I am not the thing. I am something bigger than the thing." And it just didn't even phase him. If you can
Yeah.
get to that level in your life, you will have a stress-free life because nothing will ever phase you. I always walk around all day saying nothing external will affect me internally. Nothing
Yeah.
external will affect me internally. I say that in my head all the time. Now, obviously, sometimes I may have quick lapses or whatever, but awareness comes to it right away. Like, why? This is silly. And
Yeah.
I stop it right away. I don't let rhythm move me out of my calm and my peace.
Yeah. I say nothing outside of me can affect my inner peace. I say something very similar to you. I'll say it out loud at work. If somebody if something's affecting me, I'll immediately, in the middle of it, I feel it affecting me, I'll say it out loud. Nothing outside of me can affect my inner peace. It pulls me back. It reminds me who I am, and that I have control. And it stops. I
Hmm.
find I find my peace again. And not that things don't bother me. They do. They absolutely do. And then I don't like the lows any more than anybody else. But it's a part of life. It's a part of it, man. We
Yeah.
got to deal with it. It's letting go of it, letting go of control of it. I don't need the control of it. I know it's all going to work out for me. I know I'm promised abundance. I'm promised health and wealth. I, I'm I'm a son of God. Do you know what I
Hmm.
mean? I am one with the creator.
Yeah. And Jesus always said, resist not evil.
Yeah.
Don't resist it.
Yeah.
Because if you understand who you are as an heir to the throne, then there's nothing to worry about. There's like even when Jesus was on the mountain getting tested by Satan, he knew that everything was his. So there was nothing that Satan could offer him that he knew he couldn't have. He already
Yeah.
had it all. And so when you understand that, when something is quote unquote taken away from you, it doesn't bother you because you know you even though physically it may be gone for a little bit, you have everything you need inside of you. That's the beautiful thing about understanding this is that we know that we have everything we need inside of us and we have the tools to navigate this life to be productive, to be loving, to be beautiful, to be caring, to be altruistic, all of those things that's in us that we have forgotten and that we need to remember again because we need this world to be a better place. We just really do
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it starts inside. It starts with finding out who you are, getting to know yourself, and paying attention to your thoughts and your emotions. Just like we talk about this all the time, meditation, seeking inward. It's it also, you're going to have highs when you have really high energy and you're very productive and you're getting a lot done. But know that there's going to be lows, and you can't. And I probably suck at this as much as anybody. I don't allow for rest much. I push myself too hard sometimes. Well, all the time. You know me, man.
Hmm.
I'm in the gym twice a day usually, and killing it at work every day, and just studying. And I push myself pretty hard, and you got to allow for rest. And I'm realizing that, especially studying this, it's waking me up a little bit to that fact that I'm not allowing myself to rest when I need to, which isn't good for me. It leads to burnout.
Well,
I don't want
because
that.
you can't only breathe out.
Yeah, I
At
can't stay in
some
that
point,
high.
at
Yeah,
some point, you got to
yeah,
breathe in.
yeah,
And nature will make you in one way or another. If you
yeah,
don't shut it down, sometimes nature will shut you down.
yeah.
I always tell people like, you know, if you how you say it, do what you don't want to do so you can do what you want to do, or if you don't do what you should do, then nature will make you do what you don't want to do.
Yeah, yeah,
So if you don't take the proper care and do the proper things, nature will come in and this law will enact itself on you.
100%. Yeah, and I'm gonna do better with that. I'm constantly trying to better myself. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I studying this has really made me look at myself a little bit about for that, pushing too hard. I'll be dealing with symptoms of sickness because I don't get sick, but which hasn't even happened for a long time, and I don't miss I don't miss a beat. I'm pushing through it.
Hmm.
I'll be on a 5-day fast, and killing it twice a day in the gym, which is crazy. I mean, I know better than that, but I treat myself like a machine, which I need to do better with. I need to take better care of this body. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
And that's the
So
beautiful thing, man, is that, you know, the true consciousness, the true energy, the true God, the true universe doesn't hide itself from us. It expresses itself through nature in front of us at all times. I mean, everything you see in nature is an expression of the all. I mean,
mhm.
every breath in, every breath out, every sunset, every sunrise, every birth, every death, the universe is always seeking balance, and whatever it gives, the other holds true. It will always keep teetering back and forth. It's like a water in a cup where it swings and it swings. It's always seeking that balance, and we with consciousness are the ones disrupting balance.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to hold on to something or trying to have control of it instead of riding with the rhythm. You know what all those things are rhythm, day and night, like you were saying, breath in
Hmm.
and out, life and death.
Yeah. The universe doesn't hide itself from us.
No,
It shows us exactly who it is. We are the ones that don't see because we're too busy.
yeah,
Well, that I think we covered that, man. I think we
yeah,
covered what it was, how to see it, how to understand it, how to use it, how to overcome it, and how not to let it take you, in the river of life, and how to navigate through it. So I think we covered that pretty good. So I think we're going to stop it right there, and two more powerful ones to come.
mm,
So we are definitely digging deep in this, and hopefully, everybody, you got something from this that you can use and take with you in your everyday life. And yeah, for my brother Reedy, I am Akashic, the Ancient of Days. Till we see you again, 1 degree.